trying to mash their way through. All right, now don't touch any of the doors.
Yeah, Crusher
All
can
right,
just
Max.
basically avoid it, but Max looks at you.
Don't touch this.
He actually puts arrows against this door,
Mm-hmm.
so they're facing left. So he shows.
You can
so
just guide him through if you want.
Oh yeah, let's do that. Okay, let's
Okay.
get him through.
Yeah, you're kind of standing and you're kind of squishing him, and he slinks by you, and you're able to take some time to get him to go by the door.
So the trap didn't get set off.
Nope.
Oscar hands 2 copper pieces to Tom.
We close the door.
Not now.
Tell me.
Hmm?
I mean, Oscar.
And we were betting Silva, you cheap dwarf.
How do we close the door? How do we close the door?
Leave it open.
They'll know we've been here. Well,
Yep.
we killed the other things. They'll know we're here anyways.
We might not be able to use this way back. We use this way in and out again.
Yeah. Well, it's had a good run. This path.
Where to?
Well, through the mushroom fields.
Come along, Max. Make sure you bring Shadow with you.
Fucking.
Hey Max, what do you want your next portion of the horde?
My you fucking praise.
starting to scratch names on the arrows.
What's this for, Shadow? Oh, this is for your butt, Oscar. Oh, thank you.
Okay, we're gonna come this way, and then I think we're just gonna hold our breath through here.
Yeah, the
Mushroom path.
little spores of mushrooms have begun to grow back of all different shapes and colors and sizes, but none of them have reached any larger than your thumb in size. That is Oscar's thumb, not Crusher's thumb.
Okay, I check that door. I open it. I'm assuming it's not trapped.
You
But...
guys are gonna waltz back in, huh?
Hey, miss us?
Hey, it was Noel's last time.
Did you guys hear about the gnolls?
Okay, I brought you to level 4. Let me just collect all the bodies, because the bodies are no longer there.
Oh yeah.
We don't kill a lot.
Alright, so those guys are no longer there. I'll add them to the corpse pile. Just because it's funny to look at. And some of these are stacked too. The death! The death! Death will be released next to this travesty. You also do not hear the bugbears and the ogre females anymore.
Yeah, they probably got in trouble.
I'm just going to add them to the ranks of temple exterior. Bang. Like, it's really quiet down here. Very quiet.
Too quiet.
Too quiet indeed.
Something's wrong. I can feel it. I can feel it.
We're in an evil temple in the midst of a fell ritual.
That's not good.
You should put your brain back in your body. Yeah, we're gonna sneak. We're like thinking there should be guards.
Yeah, you don't see the signs of the ooze coming down here to collect the bodies, although it does look like the bodies were dragged off, and it looked like they were dragged off the other way that you guys came. So there are bloody trails that are leading up this set of stairs. it's just this. If you've been in like a basement or a mine or underground, and there's just like this almost kind of like sound from the earth. This level of the temple has that sound. It's just sort of an ominous, like low rumble.
It's just a foreboding.
An impressive weight above your heads. Oh, the evils that have been perpetrated and planned and done in these foul rooms deep below the earth. How many times have you come to this point? How many times have you come to this point and failed?
Alright. And we're gonna go forward, and we'll take a peek around.
Okay. You see the signs of your past battle.
A nose. See if that wizard went home. He points over to this painting.
Which painting? Oh, this thing? Yeah.
I'm gonna go smell it and what? Stand over the thumb of your ass.
Who'd you tell to?
Shadow.
Oh, okay. Yeah, give me a sec. Shadow looks around, looking for anything weird, dangerous like.
Just lots of tracks through the blood. A lot of things have died here. It looks like some of the equipment from the trolls has been removed.
He he hugs the wall and sniffs at the painting on the floor.
Okay.
To look for anything specific.
Well, you know how to get past this secret passageway. You guys have been in here before, right? Shadow was in here before.
Yeah.
Give me a survival check.
Survival. Okay. 38.
No one's used this secret passageway since the massacre. Since the battle. The last battle.
Comes back.
So since 3 hours ago.
Yep.
5 hours ago, something like that.
Yep.
Cool.
Not since we were last here.
Alright then. So
It does look like, Oscar, that something was dragged this way.
to the left?
Yep. While most of the bodies were dragged up the stairs, you do see that there are some blood trails in that direction.
Okay.
Oh! Somebody has got the Dread Beholder body.
Oh.
And it's sitting there. You notice that they've put little handkerchiefs and, like, napkins and stuff over all the eyes. And the big eye in the center is closed. There are giant footsteps that suggest that one of the giants may have, one of the large-sized giants may have helped move that thing.
Okay. I'm gonna open the secret passage.
Okay, Oscar clicks open the secret passage. Takes a peek in. You don't see any traffic or anyone in here.
Okay. Open the secret passage.
You take a listen.
Yep.
You don't hear anything. You open the secret passage. It looks like a lot of the finery has been disturbed. You do see that there are some writing sets, quills and ink pens, and some blank papers. The chairs are all uneven. Like, it's obvious that, like, they kind of spread a bunch of the stuff off to do some writing. You do see a little bit of blood.
How high quality was the paper they're using?
That was good
Was it
quality.
like old school vellum, or was it like more modern day kind of?
No, it was good quality paper. They must have got this from one of the towns.
Could we do like the chalk trick?
You could try.
We're gonna try the chalk trick.
Okay, give me a thievery check.
Just good at learning stuff. Alright. 43.
Okay, you find it does work on one of them, and you do find somebody's like really like they were angry or pushing really hard down on their quill.
And nothing to do with that.
And it's a description of you guys.
That was a redhead, wasn't it? Does it smell like concubine or whatever her name was?
You just catch a bits of the description. Brutes and...
Oh, there's probably a description of Krieger in there somewhere.
Yeah, there's a specific description of Krieger and Darien in particular. You do it on a few others, and you get that there was writing, but you don't get anything out of it.
The interrogations.
Yep, you're guessing that 3 or 4 people might have sat down here and written things out. The sheets are all gone.
The door that was closed, but there's a big hole through the wall. That's still a hole in the wall? Or?
It's still a hole in the wall. They have not repaired. They've not repaired this place.
Okay. Well, just go sneak this. We might find the Grand High Commander guy sleeping in his bed, and we might just drop a big rock on his head.
Funny.
Shadow whispers to Oscar.
You should get Crusher to leave a dump here.
Does it shrink down, or like when you take a dog shit, does it stay as dog shit, or does it turn back into people shit?
I don't know. Although I do smell my shit, I think it stays the same. Crusher.
Give me one moment. I'm just grabbing a token.
It's the token of the Supreme Commander, isn't it? In his nightie.
Nope. This door is untrapped and slightly ajar.
That's not a good sign. Okay, we make it more ajar.
Okay, you creak it open. It does look like the nice wooden throne that he had for doing his business. Looks like somebody took the side of a mace to it and kind of broke it open a little bit, and you can see it's leaked into one of the many drains in this place. This place has good drainage.
Yeah, there's a giant blood ooze in the basement of this.
That's what I would look for in a dungeon. Good ventilation and drainage.
Okay, are you stopping to search for anything like what Darien?
Skull.
Oh, is the idol in there?
Nope. It looks like somebody is rooting through the feces, however, to get it. And the water's a little brown, suggesting that they washed off in the basin, in the bathtub. This door is closed, although the burn marks of you getting rid of the death spell, or whatever trap it was at the time, is there. You do see the little bowl that Shadow shat in is broken against the wall, and shit in little pieces of the bowl are
What a waste.
are out in this hallway. They kind of they fucking hucked it out.
Aren't we supposed to be going through the nodes? I suppose they're scouting ahead.
Yeah, have you pulled everyone into this little secret passage room? And
I think so.
okay. Squish, keep an eye out.
They're trying to kill the leaders, aren't they?
Are you opening the door, Oscar?
Yep.
All right. At first you thought there were people, like creatures, but there are actually 3 very attractive women, full on petrified.
Hey.
A scantily clad elven woman. Oh, she also elven? She's also elven. She's got a snake. The snake has also been petrified.
Snake's also oven.
And then you recognize concubine Shella, the one that gave you a hard time, or you were giving her a hard
guess
time.
which one doesn't get to be on Frozen?
The room is a mess. Like it's like furniture is smashed. It looked like it's been tossed after you tossed it, and then like I lost my keys, kind of like messed, and then furniture smashed in frustration.
All right.
The bed's like frame is all broken, and the feathers everywhere, and smashed and broken furniture, splintered here and there. Apparently, Hedrak, you're guessing, throws little
Was
fits.
bad. Apparently, he's
From the school
unstable.
He's from the school of Kylo Ren, maybe.
That's exactly what I was going to say. I'm like, I apologize. But yeah, he's just throwing a fit.
Throwing a fit. Of course, when artifacts go missing.
And replaced with a gravy boat full of boo.
Apparently, he's also taken to turning beautiful women into statues.
We might want to hold that thought.
They don't look like they were in like nice poses either. They look absolutely horrified.
Well, you turned into stone probably with Medusa going.
Right next to each other.
or the cockatrix. There's a few stone things. There's lots of ways to turn stone in this adventure.
Didn't the beholder do something like that?
I might too.
What another set of waste. Except for the last one at the end, you suck.
There's some people who might need to be rescued. You know what? You guys just hold your pretty horses. We'll be back in a moment. Oscar's going to go back to the room.
Yep.
He's going to open the portable hole.
Oh, for fuck's
And he's going to stick the 2 women in.
Which
Not
ones?
the third. Fuck that woman.
Shadow will help. Yeah,
Centura the Beautiful and Celesta the Snake Mistress?
Yep.
Yeah.
Okay, this probably, turning into stone probably doubles their bulk.
You know, it could use a hand here.
I think that makes 6 bulk per person, I think.
Okay.
So it's 12 bulk. So that's 24 bulk. And
Plus like 2 bulk for the ladder.
Yeah. Where do we sell them?
Doesn't the thing hold hundreds of bulk?
Right, but we have to also be able to hold all of us to teleport away.
You know. Add 24 to that and see.
Doesn't it
see
add
what
to the
totals.
tension that I'm making you count? By Adam's face, it is. He's now worried. He's worried about the thing I want you to be worried about.
Believe
I
them
don't want to
here.
make decisions. I want everything.
right. Completionist.
Yeah.
I gotta go back through this hour-long dungeon. Why? I forgot
How
that
much?
one side closet.
How much do they weigh? 24 each?
No, they weigh double the bulk of a medium
12
creature.
each.
12 each? Okay, hold on. You tell Shadow that calculation. Shadow still has 32 bulk left in his bag.
Can we get them through the opening of the bag?
No.
What's
Type
the
2
thing?
bag.
It's still the size of a bag, though. The rules for it.
Well, they
Why-
look slender.
Not putting
Elf!
medium-sized
Give me an elf out of here.
medium-sized creatures in the bag.
Yeah. Oh, there we are. It's got 200 bulk capacity. No, we're good.
Okay. So you want to mark down Centira the Beautiful and Celessa the Snake Mistress.
I'll put them in the bag. They're beautiful.
And these are two folk that you think are from the
Circus.
circus. Yep.
Alright, so
Okay, you put them in the portable hole. Squish comes flying in, kind of perches on the edge of the tub for a moment, has a look at what's going on, Google eyes turn around, and then goes flying back to Ptolemy.
Fucking thing.
You just leave Concubine Shella.
Yeah, well, that,
if the good people don't show up, we don't gotta save her.
What took you so long?
Saving people from the circus. We're goodly like that.
Yeah, the lowest.
Where are
I mean,
they?
They're in the hole.
Won't they suffocate in there?
They're stone.
Oh. Like all the way through stone?
Shadow looks at him like, Belden's done.
Like a statue. Like from the Snake Lady.
All right.
The Supreme Commander was home. He looked like he was upset.
Oh, Darian and Krieger were both ready when you came around the corner. The answer was out. Krieger's massive fiery hammer was out. Crush was cracking his knuckles like they were ready to come storming out of that back room.
Apparently, he had a war with his toity. Maybe somebody put one of his stings in it. Look at that, Darian.
I see.
Let's
Alright,
move.
enough fucking around. Let's go.
Let's hurry it up. It's almost 9:30 a.m.
I think if we actually check the time, it's like 8 o'clock at night, something like that.
Oh, did we come out at night?
Well, we're in the same day as the day before, but we rested in the middle.
Yeah, that's true.
Okay, we're gonna go north. Thomas' house sounds alive.
Yes,
Okay.
it is. Is it?
It's fine. You don't need to.
The ominous sound of doom with each of your footsteps down the grand stair towards the greater temple. You are approaching unholy ground, a place that has been allowed to fester for so long. The tentacled hem of Zuktmoy's dress swaying slightly every once in a while. One of the tentacle strands kind of twitches. You can see that somebody decided to kill a troll. You notice that the troll's gut is opened, and all of his guts are kind of like along the stairs in front of the altar. And it looks like somebody poked through the guts a little bit, and the troll body is just lying there in front of the altar.
That's kind of cool. They're doing like the divining the cantrips of a bird, but they're using a troll.
There's still some rubble left from the dead gargoyles and the golem statue. Like they didn't take a fine tooth comb and broom to to clean it all up.
I've got a theory, gentlemen. Oscar's going to very quietly take out the skull.
Okay. There's golden light coming off of it.
Stop that! No shouting. Son of a bitch. Okay, so we're going to approach the tentacles, the him.
Okay.
Open, damn ye.
You notice that it does as you take your first step up that altar stone. they seem to come alive and react like they're moving about, wiggling.
Okay, hold the hell on.
What are you doing?
It doesn't feel good in there. In fact, it
No.
feels most sad,
I
down,
don't like it.
twisted.
Move your fat ass, Crusher.
Careful, Oscar, careful. Those tentacles touch you. You're done for. They're not an illusion.
Are you certain? They look like an illusion.
I'm gonna trust what they say.
Oscar, each step, it feels like your feet are rooted to the ground as you're trying to step up these steps. To everyone else, it looks like Oscar's just walking up slowly, but you can hear the thing in your mind twisting, and it feels like a knot is kind of like built underneath the right side of your eye, and something wiggling and flipping over the left side of your eye, kind of underneath your skull. You feel like you need to sneeze, but can't.
Quit squirming around in there.
There are 2 gold bowls and a red, like a tapestry or like a tablecloth. It's got filaments of gold and the symbol of the fire temple on it. Inside the 2 bowls, you could see all sorts of like swirling rot, like something reforming and then rotting right away, kind of like crusting and rotting, and then reforming and crusting and rotting. And then these undulating tentacles of purple magic. Oscar can kind of see beyond, and you can see that there is a sizable room, like Ptolemy said.
Predicted? Yeah.
Yep. The room beyond has tables.
Just imagine being the Iggy and having to like clean that corner. Just clean that, sweep that.
Poor Iggy. This is
My
impossible.
head keeps getting stuck when I try to stick the broom in the back.
It would kind of be like, we used spoons earlier. It'd be like, here's your tablespoon. Now empty the Olympic-sized pool. And every once in a while, a fucking hose turns on. Just hopeless. It's possible. It's just, hopeless.
That doesn't immediately fail as a suggestion because it is something you could do.
Yep. Oscar, you think that you are approaching a place that is the sanctum of sanctums. There are 3 lesser altars beyond the altar upon which you stand. You're pretty sure that anything that you say here, Zuktmoy would hear. The room beyond is unoccupied. It looks like it's some sort of storage as well as for more private ceremonies.
What are on the 3 tables? The 3 altars, or
They have candles. Some small give me a second.
hey Ahmed. Remember how I predicted the order with which you should attack the temples?
Sorry, what was that?
Remember how my prediction on the order that which you were intended to attack the temples?
Yeah.
Earth, air, fire, water. That's the order with which the approaching is.
There's a dim glow coming from the northern room beyond. There are small incense holders, candles, offering bowls, sacrificial knives. There are glyphs that are carved into the tops of the tables.
There's no keys to a robo-crab?
Not that you see.
Okay.
You do see some curtains off to the side, and maybe from this distance can kind of see onto the right one that there are some like a storage area.
Okay, Oscar's going to try to poke the tentacles with the skull.
Okay, you bring the tentacles or the skull close to the tentacles, and they just simply part. Like there's a field of force around the around the skull. They do so enough that Oscar would guess holding the skull in front of him would probably protect him as he goes by.
Oh, Ptolemy, try yours. Try yours.
Ptolemy takes out the many-fingered hand. It doesn't part, but Ptolemy is able to touch the tentacles with the hand and kind of like pull the tentacles back. They're kind of wiggling. There's like a weird wiggly rubbery sound as the tentacles of the hem of the dress are touching the thing.
How would I get rid of the tentacles, Alker?
Just cut.
Give me a knowledge arcana.
Alright.
Alker, you need to get a little closer to examine them.
He doesn't want to get too close. Get as close as he needs to be, but not standing on the pedestal.
Okay, so you're standing about here. You do notice that as you guys approach, the people without the artifacts, the tentacles are starting to like reach out.
Yeah, frig.
Don't touch me, bro.
Get off me. Get off me, big boy.
32.
You're worried, Alker, that destroying them with magic or even with disintegrate, they might just simply grow back in time. They're kind of like a very destructive version of black tentacles, except their touch, now that you look more closely at it, their touch they likely cause rotting. To the flesh of creatures. In fact, you standing there, you get a glimpse of the tentacle touching you a previous time after you saying that it was illusory, and the briefest touch from the tentacle took your arm from your fingertip up to your shoulder. It withered and rotted away.
I'm uncertain how to destroy that magic. It will rot you.
Probably a vicious amount of magic. A disintegrate might do.
Mm-hmm.
It's fine. They're fine. Ptolemy's kind of like raking the tentacles with the with the rubbery hand. They're not going to touch me. I know it. My lord, stop playing with the tentacles. Darren's just having a quick glance into some of these side hallways. He kind of nods to Krieger, and Krieger's doing the same thing.
Don't come in after us, but Oscar's gonna walk through.
Good luck.
Ptolemy walks through. Anyone else want to come? You can see the tentacles get parted.
Shadow come up with you.
Yeah, I'll come just in case.
Ooh, come around the side. And he kind of pulls the tentacles from this side back.
Yeah.
He's telling you to come up the side.
Is it safe? Do I have to roll or some shit?
Show me the path where you walked.
If he's going that way, then I'm gonna. If he's opening that side, then I'm gonna go this way. Come on. This way. This way.
Okay, you can
Go
see
up.
some of the tentacles start reaching, but they stop, almost like they're really calmed by the presence of the many-fingered thing, and you're able to slip in past them. They don't
They
seem
don't
to,
reach back.
they do not seem to be interested in anything back here. It's just like they're reaching forward.
Yeah. Yeah. Regardless, he's just holy fuck this.
Krieger, I suspect that if they are to return through those gates, they'll be coming through the western gates. Because the western gates, I believe, are the ones that lead to the nodes and not to the planes themselves.
Protections versus disease might help against the rotting.
We have protections for disease.
As I mean, like, may help.
+4 on the safe. Yeah. It's like, hey, that's mummy rot. Let's go.
We're called rapid rot.
Mega leprosy.
Oh yeah, potions.
Okay, the black curtains on either side. Oscar was able to see that they do house little chambers.
Yeah, let's go start looking around. Let's go take a look at them. So look in one of these chambers. We're going to check behind each tapestry. Because this temple has a lot of hidden shit behind tapestries. It's like the old Wolfenstein game where you click on every picture.
Sorry, I'm just dealing with the nonsensical ramblings of...
Madman?
Well, it's the old school writing of a module, right? Just mix all the information together. You find these things. Bullet point, bullet point, bullet point, bullet point. Trap this. You know, like I don't need prose.
But you're supposed to be soliloquying us with this wall of information.
No, but the thing is, some of it you don't know.
Oh, he's soliloquying you with a wall of information. You're supposed to digest it and soliloquy us.
Yep, yep. Okay, there is a somewhat of a pulse from the skull in your hands in this place.
Ball's good, ball's bad.
You feel that not only Zuktmoy listened to the skull, but you also feel a second presence from the skull as you entered this back room.
Shadow's following Oscar's footsteps.
Okay, Oscar smells like fungus and old man.
Bengay. Or A535.
There's like a fresh smell, like he just stepped through a bunch of mushrooms, and then like this really, really crusty ointment, fear sweat, rotting flesh smell. Like rotting, but you're still alive kind of thing. Like gangrenous flesh.
Infection.
Yep. Be good back there. Don't worry, Squire. We'll find all the secrets. Ptolemy's having a look at these altars.
He did not say find all the secrets. Don't give in to baser urges.
Yeah, Shadow. Something is come. A foul rank is coming off of Oscar.
Do you know what's going on? Why you smell like this?
The little lizard in your mind, Oscar, is also squirming in this place.
You smell like an old man.
Your mama smells like this.
Yeah, but there's a good reason for that.
I think these altars are consecrated to a union of both of them.
Yeah.
Ptolemy points to this back altar. Fungus and old man.
Yeah.
And this altar is to the greater temple. They're minor compared to that thing out there. I could feel the power coming off of that slab.
Yeah. Let's make this quick.
Which slab?
The big stone slab outside of the hem.
Oh, the main one with the fire thing on it.
Yep.
Okay.
Go check this little storage chamber.
Okay, Oscar, you find neatly packed away. It does look like there are some other altar vestments similar to the fire one. You find one that is of the earth temple, air temple, and water temple symbol. Fine silk gold thread. It looks like it could just simply replace the red one that was out on the vestment. Each one of these things is probably worth quite a bit.
Oh, is it one to the greater temple?
Nope. Yeah, there's one to the greater temple. That one seems to be the most used.
This makes me think they're in the fire temple now.
Okay, the chests also contain what looks like payments. You can see all sorts of coins and valuables that have been divvied into dozens and dozens of different size coin purses and boxes with little tags and names on them. There's also a ledger and some old moldering ledgers that have the same kind of information but look so old that whatever was inside it's no longer important.
Payments and ledgers.
You're gonna need there's got to be 50,000 coins in these boxes.
You mean we need a lot of bulk to carry the stuff?
If coinage is your concern at this point. Oscar, give me your trap sense.
Okay. Natural 20, 44.
Okay. You do see that there is a trap on on this back boudoir. It is a glyph.
In the storage room?
Yep. It's like a greater glyph.
Yeah, fucking trap in there. That's you looking at me. We'll just grab the ledgers for now, because with the ledgers we know how much gold we have to spend.
Okay.
So we're just going to take the ledgers for now.
All right.
Um,
And I'll call it the Glyph of Storms.
so we're trying to sneak up on it. Now, is that just like one of the cases with money in it, or is that?
No, it's like a cupboard, like a standing cupboard. The Glyph of Storms is a pretty powerful glyph, and since you critical found it, I will give you a +2.
Okay. I will attempt to disable the glyph.
Give me a second. Let me tell you what it does first.
It turns you into
Yeah,
ash.
and-
It spreads your corpse over a wide area.
Give me that.
Don't know yet.
Alright,
Let me think about it.
It's a tarp.
think fast.
What was that?
It's a tarp.
It's a tarp. Yes. It's a carp. Oh. Come on, spine, don't fail me now.
Aw.
Wow. I'll save that one for later.
Yeah, the traps in this game don't stop at level 10.
These are really brutal. Poisons, traps, all the good stuff.
Okay, the Glyph of Storms is a difficult master trap.
I don't know what that means.
It has additional difficulties. It's almost like they added in other shock runes to set off the major rune itself. So there are 4 secondary runes and a center rune. The center rune will chain lightning you, and the other ones will just explode into the effectiveness of an electric fireball rune.
Let me ask you a quick question here.
It's anyone who tries to open. If this container opens in any way, the whole thing explodes outwards.
The runes are on the front, right?
This piece of furniture is covered in runes.
These runes don't give a shit.
If the back was clean, all I'm saying was...
While the secondary runes are there, this thing is DC 35.
Okay, and there's 4 sets of secondary runes?
Yep.
Okay, how hard are the secondary runes?
The secondary runes are DC 24.
Well, let's start taking off these secondary runes.
All right,
I'm with you.
you fail at any of these, though, the whole thing goes.
Yeah, well, welcome to my face.
Alright, I'm with you, buddy.
Told me you just stay way far.
Oh, I'm going over here. Right over here. Oh no, I'm going in this little place of forgetting.
Alright, so 12, 18.
Okay, so you want to do this 4
Okay,
times?
I've got a +2, you said?
I haven't rolled yet. Give me a sec.
Right.
20.
Are you helping with the secondary runes?
Thievery. Yeah, I'm gonna help with the secondary runes.
I made the first one very
34!
mega critically.
Critically.
Yeah, so you got a +2 from Shadow, which means that I'll say you took 2 of them out.
Okay.
You saw one sparking, kind of like, you're like, nope.
Okay, 35 on the next one.
I failed. 23.
Yeah.
No, you aided. That's fine. Yeah. So in short order, all 4 of the secondary runes are gone. The difficulty of the chain lightning trap has now been reduced to 30.
Okay.
I'll take those odds.
I'm gonna try that.
This is why you specialize. So that's
I
+1.
Yep.
24 for me.
45.
Nice. Oscar simply takes out some crowbars and is able to line up his thieves' tools to channel the electricities into the walls of this place. This place seems to absorb energy really well. And then pretty soon you just have this slightly smoking but still intact boudoir.
I know what I'm doing. Quit your squirming. What are you looking at me for, Shadow?
I didn't say nothing. Never mind. Keep going there, buddy.
The fuck's who's he talking to? I don't know. She'll hear us.
All right, inside you find a partially melted midnight black taper, which is a type of thick candle.
Okay.
3 wands.
Midnight black taper.
A magical rope that is blood stained.
There's what?
A blood stained rope. Yep.
Huh.
It's 10 feet long, nice braided silk, but it's blood stained.
Is it a troll goat rope, or is it like a hangman's magic noose, something or other?
It's just in a loose coil.
It's a very large feminizing project for a very, very large giant lady. I feel bad.
There is a
Fail.
why they have to build books this big. There is a massive book.
Is it got
Nice.
Does it match the description?
Yeah, it's got like little pictures of doors on it. Arcane sigils.
Well, it looks important.
Smell like an elephant was touching it.
No, not that kind of thing.
Ludo.
It's not a big door. It has like little kind of like blocks of doors along the cover, and then arcane sigils on the doors. But they definitely look like little doors with little doorknobs. But it's all one piece.
When you open it, little chocolates come out. They tell you what day of Christmas it is.
Sure. You could have some chocolate while the end of the multiverse is happening. The snake comes out and bites you. Alright, that glyph of storms was worth some XP, man.
Alright. Fuck you. Alright then.
Tommy is like shaking in this back room.
We might have found a book. But let's see if we really found a book. Let's check this other side.
Okay, on the other side.
Oh yeah, before we put that into any bag, we gotta make sure that it doesn't have the ability to put, you know, so it doesn't explode.
What are you exploding?
Before we put the book in one of the bags, we gotta make sure that book doesn't have the same type of magic, right? That's what you said.
And stick it on your back.
Right on. Or Max, the jerk.
Okay.
Nothing.
Watch. Careful, Tommy.
It's beautiful in there.
Well,
Where are you going, Tommy?
hold on a second.
There's just a nice pearly glow and there's like weird flashes.
Oh, just hold on a second there, Tommy.
Shadow's not going to look over there. He's going to look down, grab Tommy, and pull him back.
Yep. I think something's in there.
Slap him across the face.
I don't care what's there. You stick with us.
All right. Oscar, you go get the treasure.
Just drag him.
I don't want to be so close to you.
Yeah, we might explode.
He goes running around this corner.
Oh, get on the other side.
Oscar's like, I didn't check those little nodes for traps.
No, I didn't.
Get on the other side. Down there. Oh, actually, those tentacles. Oh, man, just stay there.
Okay, this box looks similarly, like it is also trapped, although not the same type of trap. The trap looks like somebody has already opened up as these little... actually, they're quite large iron nails that look like they might have been in a coffin. Like kind of used rusted iron nails were nailed down into the four corners at the top of the boudoir, and the door is open.
Okay, so somebody's already...
So it looks like somebody's already taken the stuff from
Okay,
from
and
back
what
here.
else is in this? Like in the...
In those little chests there, well, Oscar fucking has a vision that he was standing before this place, hiding back here, and he had a little something important in his hands, and he was trying to figure out where he'd stick it so that he would
Find it later?
hide it in here. You know that the inside of this chest has a satin lining. You don't know how you know this. You hear a giggle from your mind, although it's squirming. It's
Pick one. Happy or upset?
It's me.
Shadow,
Yeah.
watch over Ptolemy.
Everybody's got their goddamn secrets. What? Hey.
Ptolemy
no.
Ptolemy has left his hiding spot. He's just standing there. He's holding on to Squish, just kind of like one hand,
Look at that.
like it's a rag doll kind of thing, and he's just staring down these stairs. There's this ominous glow and an occasional flash of something.
You're still doing good in there, right?
Shadow keeps looking at the floor, grabs Ptolemy, and pulls it back.
There's something in there.
Mhm. We'll look at that later.
Alright, Oscar's just gonna open up the lining and...
It's me. You can see your telltale cross cut when you are cutting magic. You always do it twice, not once. Foolish thieves only do it once, but you see your own cut. Now, it's weathered with age, but you'd recognize your cross cut anywhere. These are thieves. These are thieves. Tricks of the trade kind of thing. Everyone does it different, but you're like, get it done double quick. Your thumb kind of goes over it. You're like, you were here.
Yeah.
Meanwhile, the little fucking imp thing in your mind is going, it's me!
Shut the fuck up for a second.
Shadow, Ptolemy's not saying anything. Squish isn't saying anything.
Whatever, man. Each his own, I guess.
The three of these going on an adventure together is a much different adventure. Creepy evil temple. Let's go have a poke around. He's going crazy. He'll be fine.
You'll shake it off.
Just walk off that curse.
All that glitters is not gold.
Yeah, Copper. Yeah, give it a good shine. It'll go there for you. Okay, we're gonna carefully check to make sure I didn't leave myself a surprise.
You didn't have time, although you thought about it.
All right.
As your hand kind of brushes against the lining, you see where you tore it. There's kind of a loose thread taunting anyone who had opened this box before. The contents of the box are gone. It looks like somebody looted this side of the chamber. A bit of dust, but you do see when your hand brushes the velvet inside, there's a green glow from behind the velvet.
Wow. Emeralds are shiny too, I guess. Although they're supposed to have light coming in.
It's me.
Well, maybe you have your own damn head back. You get the fuck out of mine.
That's funny.
With this idol, I can leave your head.
Maybe we should just take a look at the idol first, but maybe the idol better is an idol.
Are you slipping your hand into the... You feel around and, like... You actually remember the green glow from some deep, dark in the earth place. A place built for dwarves. A place built where a revered family was interred to be forgotten. You can't have it! You hear yourself saying, echoing through the chamber. Your brother turning around. It's mine!
Fuck you, son of a bitch.
A bunch
Don't
of
tell
flat...
Mama said that.
It's impossible. Your brother shouldn't be down here. He's already dead. You had to kill him to get... He followed you. He's too quick. You remember fighting with axe and dagger and mace and pick, and in this flurry of a fight where you fought your undead brother. Meanwhile, this tiny thing cackling. You
want to bring him back?
You pull out this statue, and it is more emerald than it is fiend. It is a glittering emerald of stupendous size with this pewter fiend kind of wrapped around it and built around it.
It's me.
Why aren't you pretty?
You found me. It's been so long since you and I have been able to chat. I didn't like where they stuck me, where you stuck me. You had to get rid of me so that we could be reunited. Oh, I have so much
You
to...
best not be fucking around in there.
I've got so much to tell you, Oscar. So much of this is your fault.
Is it now?
Oh, yes. You think that bumbling fop would have gone anywhere outside his red brick home with all of his toys and tiny monstrosities if it wasn't for your desire for gold?
You leave Tommy out of this, you little son of a bitch.
You wanted me. You knew that I was here. And because of me, you survived. Look at what you've survived. You fought lords of sin and survived. Demons and devils and gods have died. And you are a survivor. I've been with you for so long, Glitter Fiend. Oh, even I, back in the day, didn't know that when I was inherited by you, that you and I would be such a pair.
You actually hear something physical kind of going scampering kind of along the ground.
So good to be out.
You get your ass smoked off by a paladin is your problem.
Paladin won't be able to see me. I'm the glitter fiend, after all. Your entire clan was named after me. Oh, the things I did to raise a pariah to that of near clan king. Oh, that world is dust now. Cold dust. But you and I are still here. You and I still have much work to do.
Alright. Now, I'm assuming that this isn't, my voice talking to myself, but it probably is. So, why don't you just take a moment, shut the fuck up, and we get out of the evil-ass temple, and then we can have a civil discussion over some tea and figure out what the history is here.
As you command.
And you can feel the lizard thing returning to the front of your brain. Oscar, you now have an imp familiar. The imp familiar projects itself into the world invisibly. As per an action.
Oh, I'm going to steal everything. I mean borrow. Liberate.
One sec. I'll be right back.
The glitter fiend is, while it's being projected, is under a greater invisibility effect.
Is it like concentration to project them?
Yeah, you spend your action to give the fiend actions, and he appears anywhere within 30 feet of you, and takes his actions, and when he's done, he goes away.
Pushing buttons and flipping switches, stealing people's stuff. Does he have the stuff?
No, well, no, but he could run and bring it to you.
Aw, this is cool. Alright.
This will only happen when you have the talisman on your person.
Yes.
Or the glitter fiend on your person.
Well, we're gonna put the glitter fiend in a pocket.
Is the imp the patron or Oscar's patron or the Nine Hells treasurer? Yeah, something like that. Meanwhile, Ptolemy's drooling while he's like looking down the hallway.
There's something there.
Shadow. I mean, off doing a thing.
Yep.
Yeah. Fuck, he's
You're not
just...
supposed to be looking at the thing. Also, you didn't hear fucking nothing.
Yeah, you're talking to yourself. What's new?
Says Shadow.
The fuck's wrong with him? Hey!
Flicks Ptolemy's ear. Ah! What?
Oscar will take a peek up the stairs.
The stairs lead down.
Peek down the stairs. Oh, that's ominous.
A soft glow from down below, like an odd pearly glow mixed with the occasional flashes. The round walls are capped with a dome reaching about 10 feet above, where the tall walls are, probably 20 feet tall. The walls and ceilings are ornately decorated with a mosaic mural, apparently made entirely of precious stones. Glittering green stones, red, black, and the like, not a square inch is uncovered. The scenes of the walls are one of glory and conquest, showing the lands around as seen from the parapets of the temple itself. The countryside is somewhat warped, but it's easily recognizable, filled with beings, humans, humanoid, monstrous, mixed together, all facing and praying and paying homage to the temple. The gems glitter, almost like there's a magic kind of flowing through them. And there is a ominous-looking well that is beautifully carved. It does look like bony hands are coming out of the well, but part of the carving, almost like interlocking bony hands, like a horrible bone hand flower blossomed and kind of melted over the sides.
All right, Shadow, tell me. What do you?
Yeah.
What do you see down there?
Marty, do I see the same thing you just described?
Tommy grabs Oscar's hand and then just sort of looks at you. Oh, you found it.
Found what?
The green thing.
Yes.
Oh, good for you. You don't know why Tommy knows. It's like he's just remembered something.
Huh. Something I need to be told about?
Oh, yeah, Shadow, you know too. Oscar found a little statuette. Belonged to his family.
Oh. Congratulations. How about we find my goddamn spear?
Well, maybe if your spear was behind the creepiest, obviously trapped door in the place.
The presence down the stairs could get you your spear for you.
I'd rather get it myself. Thank you very much.
What is down the stairs? Like, what is this presence?
Just Shadow knows that there was an
There's
offer.
a presence that it can.
Yep.
Wait, something made me a quick offer?
So, Shadow, just a thought
You want
crossed into
something?
your mind that you wanted the spear, and the thing down the stairs said it could get it for you. You know, all you have to do is to go down there and talk to it, and you could probably get your spear.
Shadow starts backing up.
We should back the fuck out of here real quiet, like.
No, I want to see it.
I don't think we should. Whatever this is.
Do you know what it called me?
What?
Contingency.
Interesting. It can get me my spear. But what does any of this mean?
Why I call you contingency?
I think I know who's down there.
Who?
He whispers to the two of you. The old man.
Yeah, I don't need to talk to an old man today. You like talking to an old man today?
No.
Is everyone being good at that?
Shut the fuck up. It's an old guy in there.
Back away, you guys have been there for like 5-10 minutes.
The freaky Santa Claus or something,
Darren's
I
already
don't
done
know.
like a quick little tour on this side. Krieger's done a quick little tour on this side. You guys taking up positions here.
There's no sign of the crab.
Did you guys go look?
Part of the tour would be checking each of the.
Oh, okay. So you're actually gonna do a tour. Okay.
Yep.
So Darian's not gonna go alone then. We'll double up.
I'll Kerr will stay back with
Max.
the doggo.
Okay.
Yeah.
The three bruisers go and check out the earth area. Some signs of maybe chains being moved, like some more chains have been added to the pile, similar to the air side. You guys go down here. There's no sign of the crab thing.
Okay.
Water temple. Are you checking the right sides as well? I don't think you've ever been down the right sides.
I think we'll check the right sides just to see if there's.
Okay. Very similar. However, you do not see a lot of bindings or ropes or any sign of recent passage. It's hard to tell with the water area. Same with the fire, the air, and the earth. Now they've come back. This place is empty. They're not here. They're not here. What the fuck are they doing in there? We're gonna start smiting things if you guys don't come out.
Let's get out of here.
Yeah. I think there's a god in here.
Something.
Oscar will.
Oh, there was one more chest. You got distracted. You notice that as you walk by.
Just son of a bitch.
Ooh.
This one's still closed. 1 second. Take a big peek.
Okay. This one, a simple trap that you're able to just kind of hammer open. The magics have faded away. You wiggle the lock open. You open it up, and there's this. It's like a fancy chit with a hole in it, like a diamond. And you notice that there are maybe a half dozen of them.
These.
There are
chits?
no. They kind of reminded you like that, but they're red with kind of a yellow pattern on them, and there's a open diamond cut in them.
Okay.
Crescendo will walk over.
The casino chits?
Yep, there are 7 of them.
Okay, I'll just go pocket those.
Okay. As they're in your thumb for a moment, your thumb kind of passed into the middle of the chit, and you kind of touched the empty spot that was cut out, and you actually kind of move the clay around a little bit. It's almost like there's some magic on the chit. You could stick your thumb all the way. You could, like, if you push your thumb goes all the way in through the chit, even though the hole was originally too small.
Yeah.
You also feel a strange tingling coming from your sternum when you're doing that.
Sorry, you guys, the camera can't show. It's like
Yeah.
I'm like kind of like lining up to the sternum, but you can't see my head.
Yep. So you'd put it next to your skin on your sternum?
I'll just like move it around there just to.
Okay. Oh, it feels bad. It feels like the stone that is in your sternum is trying to go into the chit, or the chit's trying to go to the stone.
Oh goodness!
Do you stop, or are you gonna?
No, we
Okay,
stop.
all right.
Just fucking tear my chest out. Oh man, you're muted.
What are you doing?
You want to see how I feel? So
While you were doing that,
It's obviously bad.
while you were doing that, when you're putting it close to the soul stone that you have in your sternum, you did see some weird writing kind of appear, like some magical writing along the chit. That's Inferno. No, not Inferno. I think it's Hadean.
I mean, I don't read Inferno. no.
I see.
It's some underworld language for sure.
This is the casino thing, Chit, right?
Yeah, I think so.
So, these you make bets with souls.
Something like that.
Interesting.
We've got soul gems.
Yep. But I was in here before. Just saying. And there's 7 of them in there. And there's 7 of us. Your dog didn't count.
All right, I am calling down the righteous might of my gods.
We're coming. Hold your fucking horses.
No, Krieger, Bone Crusher, and Darian with their weapons blazing and standing there all ready for a fight. Yeah, they look pretty tense.
Oscar's gonna hold up the skull.
Yeah, it parts the weird tentacle curtains. Ptolemy goes over and kind of holds one of them back that might reach for Shadow, and ladies first. And then Squish flies out. And,
Yeah, okay, call me a lady, I don't care.
what the fuck have you been doing back there? Says Darian, who takes an angry step forward, and you notice that a couple of the tentacles like itch and almost like lash towards them.
Oh, it's messed up inside.
We found some stuff.
Like what?
We found a book that Iggy was going on about, I think. And we found some clues, like that thingy on the temple there. This thing. They use a different one for different things. And then Oscar goes up, and he takes that one, he throws it at the extra-dimensional space. Now we got a full set.
Excellent. Just color this.
Yeah.
Hello.
So they take last thing they did was for the fire temple. That's the last sort of ritual they done. So I'm guessing they're in the fire domain. Maybe it's a bad guess, but that's what I'm guessing they are. Now, Crusher.
Yes.
Do you got any sort of people in your brain right now?
Your check's like, huh?
You do not sense the Supreme Commander, or he's really far away, and so is the wizard.
They're not near.
No.
Zuckmoy is, while she was just sort of a presence before, she's a writhing mass, and there is a new presence in her mind that is screaming, and you can hear her screams at a distance. You can also hear what sounds like the wail and scream of two babies.
I'm just gonna turn that dial down. Keep the crazy down. The Crusher looks at Alker like...
You get a sense that she is being assaulted, consumed, maybe corrupted, fed upon, maybe.
Time to move.
We need to hurry.
Oh yeah, I'm good now.
We need to hurry.
All right, air temple's this way, right? The one with the draft, says Krieger, when Krieger is leading the way. Exactly. Darian goes to run after him, but he gets the sense that Alker and Crusher aren't telling him something. Give me a deception check, Alker, Crusher.
Oh no, when I leveled, I had to make things not broken to do the things, so...
Alker doesn't lie, is what you're
saying.
Look
at we're the king. Oh, you pieces of crap. Natural 20. Alker can do confessional and those sorts of priestly things.
Natural 3.
Yeah, we both heard it. There's some babies crying.
I didn't hear nothing.
Did you actually say that out loud?
There's wailing. There's wailing.
Wailing where?
In my mind.
Your mistress and her children have been infected with the fungus. I can now contact them via my mind. They are not in pleasant circumstances.
Remember, though, that Ali fellow can cure them, remove all sorts of impurity. We need to hurry. Let's move.
He just nods at Crusher. He points the sword at Elker and Crusher. Do not keep things from me.
Told you.
And you think there will now be a repercussion from Darian if you start lying to him. Both Ptolemy and Oscar and Shadow are kind of shirking away at that. They're like, yeah. There's concerned looks as Darian's charging off between the three of them.
Weren't they supposed to be mad at us a second ago? Yeah, they're mad at us. Right.
Shut the fuck up.
However, when they get to the portal to this presumably elemental node of air, Krieger then stops. Darian looks at it and kind of scratches the back of his head. Bone Crusher follows them and is just sort of staring at this swirling vortex of air.
Let's take a look.
Yep, Team Weenie steps up to the plate.
All right. Oh, I see the runes you're talking about.
Oh, yes, see? The Abyssal? And probably...
Yeah, guys, open the fucking door.
Oh, snappy. I'm not too sure how long this will remain open, but we should... It'll only take me a moment. We should cast our fly spells here, and any protections. Do you think it'll be windy in there?
Yes. Are you wondering if I protected ourselves from magical motion? I have not. I don't.
Do you think it would be a warm wind or a cold wind?
You're protected from the warm.
We have. Everybody's got fire resistance, I think, or not fire resistance.
I don't know what it does. It just is severe and extreme heat. I don't know what the fuck that is.
Okay.
Are we also severe and extreme cold protected?
He did not make that.
Okay.
All right.
I believe resistance, though, is not one element. I believe it's all the elements. So resist energy, I think, is just...
It's getting a
Oh,
line,
no,
fellas.
one type of energy. Yeah, it's one type of energy. Sorry, yeah.
Ochi, get over here.
Okay, Max.
All right. So, do you require the tongue spell now?
This would make it very, very simple.
It will last for an hour.
All right. Let's cast our fly spells first.
All right.
Do keep in mind that these fly spells are eating into my
Force.
into my dimension doors.
Can you take me with you with one of those? And not a problem.
Oh
You
yes,
need
in
to
my
leave.
veils.
Good.
I had to cast veil today, so I only have 3 flies.
You said you had 4.
Yes, at the beginning of the day I had 4, and then I cast veil.
Well,
How
the
many
dog
do we
needs to
have?
learn to climb.
Oh,
Do we have?
mental note, Squish. We need a wand of fly, like one for each of us.
Hey, Oscar, show him the wands.
We did get some wands.
Show him. Maybe they're helpful.
He can identify them in a round. So we'll go through the wands.
Okay.
Do you know what they are?
Uh,
do you know what they are?
Yeah, I know what they are.
Okay.
I know what Gary Gygax wants them to be, and then and then I need to translate them.
There's a fly, it resists energy, and
There could be. There is a 4th circle wand, a 5th circle wand, and a rando wand.
Okay. Wand. 4th. Wand. 5th. Wand. And 4th and 5th circle wands, we both auto-identify.
Yeah, give me a... wands go up to, like, max level, right? They just
Yep.
Okay, give me 2d4. That's the level of the wand, the random one.
Oh, I'm gonna roll that shit.
How much you want? 2d4?
Yep.
Hey, doogie.
More likely it's a fly. 4.
8.
Oh, what?
All right. 1 is arcane, 2 is divine, 3 is occult, and 4 is primal. So give me the 2 4th level ones and then the 5th level one. So
The 2D, yeah. Wither King rolled the other 2d4, but yeah,
I rolled an 8, baby.
okay, yep. Give me 3d4s to figure out which
3d4.
casting.
3, 1, 2.
Okay, so a 4th level occult wand.
That could be flat.
It could be.
Mm-hmm. And it's really hard to figure out what it should be because of all the heightening of spells.
Yep.
The higher level the wand is, the more multitude of options there are.
Okay. This wand is a wand of rope trick.
Cool. That's a good one.
That's pretty cool, yeah.
You got it?
Yep.
You now know what the rope is for.
The bloody rope.
Yeah.
Didn't go
Obviously it went well.
Shadow's gonna smell the rope. What kind of blood is it? It's like blood. Oh crap!
It has a combination of Ptolemy's and Alkur's blood on it.
Is there blood there magically, or is there blood there, like...
Just old. Alright, 4 circle arcane wand.
Okay. 4th or 5th?
It was 4th, 4th, and 5th.
Okay.
2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29, 30. And fly is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6,
Let's go
7,
curb stomp
8,
this thing.
9, 10, 11. Fly is 11. I'm going to roll twice. Okay, so it really wants to be 120. 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. It is a wand of resilient sphere.
Oh, yes.
You're in the penalty box. You're in the penalty box.
And then the 5th level divine wand.
Yes. Ultimate power! Unlimited power! Tongues. Come on, tongues.
I take fly.
It's not on the list.
Nope, it is a wand of breath of life.
I would take that
I'll
too.
take that shit. I'll take that. Sold, good sir.
Now, question.
Mm-hmm.
Breath of Life is a reaction spell. Can reaction spells go in wands? Like, does that have to be in your person, or does it need to be in your hand?
Might have to be in your hand.
Keep that puppy handy.
Why are you duct taping this to my hand, guys?
You will always have this hand. Can I take it off? No. No.
Don't you dare to see that.
I think it's just simply the same action as the.
You just need to have it in your hand, so it just needs to be in your hand.
Yep.
So once he blows his prepared breath of life, he can stick out his hand and then just whoosh off another one. Which means Marty can go just hog wild with the murder, death, kill. Except against Elker, not against Elker.
You mean hog wild? Yeah, let's just say for now it's the same action. Needs to be in hand.
Elker will grab the arcane and divine ones, and the occult one Ptolemy can grab.
Oh, which one is that? The wand of
Rope trick.
rope trick. Yeah. I'll look at the other stuff later.
Yes. Ooh, I like wands. Wands of the system are amazing.
Yeah, it's like you have the Magus Arcana and the wand.
Yeah,
It's like a rod at your level, basically. It's a staff.
Yes.
It is basically wands are staves.
Yeah.
Single charge staves, which I guess you could create in the other edition. Like there's
a 1/5 price staff.
yeah.
But you have to attune to a staff to recharge it.
There we go. Yeah, in order to recharge it, not to use it though.
Mm-hmm. It's just it takes a week of downtime to recharge all your just little baby staffs.
All right.
No fly. So
no fly, but we do have that potion. Glug glug.
Yes, we do. So perhaps we should cast the tongues first. It does last longer.
Fine.
Tongues. Upon me.
He's got water breathing on his token. Is that from a previous time?
Everybody has.
Everybody's got water breathing from.
Okay.
Yeah. It's gonna. Can you give me a sense how long it lasts?
Ptolemy has tongues, and he's got fly.
Yeah, Alcur has fly and then all the Ali stuff. Dark vision, resist.
Your elixirs,
Anti-plague.
the cheetah elixirs will last 2 hours.
Anti-plague, anti-toxin, and then we're like fire or something. Salamander.
It's the salamander. Yeah, I've ticked them off on Ali's alchemy.
Yeah.
What
It
does
shows
that
who's
do?
got what. Which the salamander
Yeah.
protects from severe heat and extreme heat, and there's a lesser one it protects from as well. It's page 549. Protected from the effects of severe heat and extreme heat. Give me 4 more levels, I'll give you impossible heat. You guys also have the 5d6 plus 12 potions, right? Of life. Oscar, you do have some poison.
Mhm.
You also have silver sheen, which can be applied to a weapon for 1 hour.
I use that to stab Shadow.
There are werewolves here.
Yeah, I found one.
Would you... there's somebody else that needs...
Are we done casting spells? Ptolemy's yeah. Fly only lasts a minute, right? So
Fly lasts. I thought it was 5 minutes,
minutes?
but
That was 3 hours.
Fly's 5 minutes. At 7th, it becomes 1 hour. But yeah, no, it's like we have to hit this and hit this hard. So, yeah, we're done. We're done. Open the thing.
okay, Ptolemy. It's almost like he unhinges his jaw when speaking these languages, hopping back and forth between Orin and Abyssal. The swirl of energy begins to pick up, and then it reaches a crescendo, there's a flash, and then it stabilizes, and there is a bright swirl at the center of this big golden bronze cracked disc. After you, or as they say in Orin, whoosh.
Yeah, whoosh. Fucking whoosh.
Everyone begins to hop through, and I'll grab the tokens and send you into the elemental plane of air, or at least this tiny, tiny pocket dimension thereof.
We immediately arrive at a wood chipper.
Yeah, the sea touch lasts only. It's only lasts 2 hours, so you don't need that shit now.
Okay, the place where you guys come out of is actually vertical, so you're kind of. It's a good thing that you were flying, as you might have just landed face first. There is a landing of stone, although it's precariously floating.
Holy fuck!
Woo!
Did you guys drink your?
In the middle of
things?
what looks like a bottled storm. The storm is maybe a few hundred feet up off the map, but it's swirling around in a massive.
Am I looking at white dragons or some shit?
In a massive cyclone. There are miniature cyclones that are spinning around and kind of going crazy. They might actually be elementals. There are dim lights coming from further within this place along precarious walkways and floating stone. One of them seems to be corresponding to each of the elements, not air, fire, water, and earth. It looks like there might be other portals or other sigils that are there. There is there's a crackling kind of excitement and energy in the air. You don't immediately see anything that might very well be corrupted. However, two large scaled creatures seem to have been resting, or were just kind of like relaxing here, and their heads look up from their prone position, and they take note of all of you, especially Crusher yelling and burying his chest with pride.
Doing his sneaky on me.
How else do you want me to do this?
Alkur's eyes go wide as he recognizes adult dragons when he sees them. Whites are the smallest of...
We are too close together.
Okay. Spread out now.
and I think at this point we need to run a big combat sheet.
Let's do this.
Let's put...
We can curb stomp these guys. So this is interesting, right? This is one of our first SWAT style attacks, right? Like, okay, everybody ready?
In this system, it's difficult to SWAT.
Yes, exactly. And this is, we're like, okay, go. We cast fly.
We didn't cast that many spells, but we didn't know.
Fly.
We didn't know what was going to be on the other side.
True, but I mean, we would have before been like, everybody gets a fucking burst skin, resist energy, fucking like what is it? Bull strength, bear's endurance, all the shields.
So, if it was resist energy, which element was it going to be? Lightning, most likely. Right? But it looks like cold is going to be a problem.
back in the lab, Ali's like, perhaps should have prepared the white wolf ones. I'm gonna take a nap now.
Then they never come back and everything fails.
I suppose it's nice just to live in this little space for,
It's like, yeah. A year becomes 25. Oh, wait, a year. Oh, that would be a long time.
Yeah, you live out the rest of your days in 1 year period.
I'm fine with that. Fuck that shit.
All right. We've got white dragons. We have the living cyclones.
How are we gonna deal with the cyclones?
That's Shadow's problem.
And then you don't see, but you suspect that it is here, the breath of the dying star. Look at that. They all have the same perception. Weird.
Please don't give them the same initiative, Pip.
That,
I like Wither King. Why are these two dragons not killing each other?
Because they like Netflix and chill on the red.
Yeah.
I like what word you almost you were going to use.
Because they.
They share the same bone. Okay, enough of that. All right, here is the initiative order.
Speed run.
Breath of a Dying Star, Shadow, Krieger, Alcur, Living Cyclone, Malini. Why is she in here? She's not in here.
Okay, Dogie. Breath of a Dying Star, huh? Starts.
This place is loud. It's like you're in the center of a maelstrom.
What's the effect on my arrows, Marty?
The wind is very erratic.
We're in chaotic temples, by
I
the
was
way.
like, all right, whatever. Let's see how this goes.
Let me just have a look here at Gust of Wind, or Wind Wall.
Windwall blocks all ranged attacks.
All right. So the beginning of each round, I'm just gonna add an initiative called the Wind.
Yeah, I gotta.
And the wind goes at infinity.
I bet your sheet doesn't have a way to put a family in.
Uh,
Just like 99999.
if a 1 on a d4, no effect this round. You're at the center of a cyclone. 4 means it blocks all ranged attacks.
Okay.
2 and 3 are penalties.
Okay.
Penalty hit or flat checks.
Ooh,
Penalties.
that's a good idea. 2 is penalty, 3 is flat check.
Okay. Try to have the penalty.
1,
I know.
no effect. Wind is a 1 this round.
Which is nothing, right?
Yep.
No effect.
It's
not
like
windy at all.
it's strangely calm. You know, like you're going to be able to adjust. The crackles of lightning begin to
We're gonna kill everything.
begin to pick up pace, and something is moaning from the darkness. Oh, it senses us.
Okay, let's pick.
It's saying, "Give me the skull."
Is going to.
He has it. Crush it.
Oh my god!
White Dragon 1 is my prey.
All right, there's something down there, and I'm just gonna put it in the darkness.
Hey, that thing's cool. Hey, it was the claws and chicken all over the place, lightning man.
Nice. Very cool. Very cool. All right, let's do this. Let's make these dragons wish they were already dead. Okay. Very confidently I'm speaking, but I'm shitting myself. All right.
Don't worry.
is
That
this-
thing down there, before it was twisted, was a CR appropriate encounter. In fact, a CR tough encounter.
Marty,
Clear
are
the
these,
field.
are these things considered animals?
No,
Shut your mouth.
Alrighty then.
there isn't a single animal in here that you didn't bring with you.
All right. 26. Okay, let's try this.
What are you doing, Shadow?
I've already made them my prey. I'm just starting.
Who?
Dragon number 1, the one on the right.
The white dragon that's sitting down, not doing anything?
Yep.
You could be the spawn of Gel, though.
2 F.
All white dragons to the spawn again. I boned all the dragons. We Netflixed and chilled everywhere.
31.
Yeah, you struck a dragon.
46.
Critical hit.
And, who?
Krieger, right across the spine.
Sweet. Praying.
Oh! Krieger's yelling along with Bow
Oh
Crusher.
yeah, oh yeah, make me faster.
Okay, now Shadow's gonna start not hitting this thing. The dommage is 3d8 plus. Does it take shock and sonic?
It certainly does.
Okay.
Other things in here might not.
26.
26 damage, okay. What growls?
Wait, I'm missing a d6.
That was a crit and a hit?
No, I
You're
need
forgetting
another.
a d10.
No,
Oh,
that was
that's
a regular
not...
hit.
Okay, that's a regular hit.
But I'm missing a d6, so I'm gonna add the other the second d6 here. Okay.
Okay, so 1.
Yep. And 65 damage on the crit. So it's pinned, and I need a. The D10's not going to do anything, but it needs to do a DC 24 or be deaf. Be deaf, yeah.
Fortitude save.
What? Yes.
Yeah, fort save, yeah.
Made it.
All right. There. There you go.
Krieger.
Kiss, kiss.
Yeah. All right. Cool.
Ahmed, you got Krieger, I got Darian.
Oh, sorry. Oh, these things are far. Krieger's. Oh, these things are really far. Krieger's range is.
So he's got. You said.
Let's go see his movements.
You said he had cheetah.
Yeah, it gives him an extra.
10 foot.
Yep.
So he could. I believe he might be at the point where he just rages, walks up and whacks it.
Nanopod Studios, thanks for the raid. How's it going? Welcome to the
Hey,
channel.
guys.
Hey guys.
Hello.
Alright, so is
Krieger.
Krieger running in or not?
Krieger is. I'm just trying to figure out his.
He's got a 40-foot move speed, so he can't actually get there in time.
Cool.
Yeah, that's what I'm wondering. I don't think he can get there. He'll probably get halfway. So 40. He's not gonna run. He can get right up to it as 3 actions, which we don't want to do.
I think he's going to rage and double move forward.
Rage and double move. So yeah, 80.
Okay, he runs between the stone rib cage, or they could be a rib cage of some horrible beast. The stone here is strange. It's wind blasted, but there are signs of, I don't know, past organic material that has petrified into the stone itself. Krieger goes running out there with his massive fiery hammer, roaring as he goes. This dragon snorts itself awake, like it doesn't believe what it's seeing. A puny human running through the gate, waving a hammer around. Maybe he heard rumors of what happened to the rest of the temple. Alkur the White gets to behave. To act.
Well, those dragons are a little far apart. Shadow, we are in the plane of air. Are you feeling heroic?
No, do I ever. Wind's a little weird, but I'll figure it out.
Don't miss. Alkur's going to cast Heroism on Shadow.
Okay.
Okay, how long does that last for?
For 10 minutes.
Nice. And
Okay.
effect.
+1 to attack, perception checks, saving throws, and skill checks.
Okay. Cool.
And then Alkur's going to cast a shield spell and try to make himself small. Protect me.
Right, get behind me then.
Says the lycanthrope werewolf. yells the lycanthrope. Werebear.
All right. The strange swirling miniature cyclones inside of this eye of a cyclone begin to drift quickly over towards you. They have an ill-favored look. And they fly at 100.
Yeah.
That's,
God.
that's one move. That's one move. And then these ones are just going to triple move in. 300.
Whoops.
Should have hit them first.
All right, let's see what they can do. A range of 75 feet. This one's just going to lash Krieger with lightning.
Oh,
Stroke of lightning. It needs to hit Krieger, though. This is a range attack.
kind of.
AC 38.
Hold on. Hold on.
He gets lashed for a brief moment. You saw Krieger's skeletal system blazing.
AC, he did not get critted.
He's
Oh,
not
nice.
crazy. 29.
He's got 31. It's 30 while raging.
Okay, good.
Okay, he took 14 electrical damage.
So I think he absorbs most of that.
Temporary hit points.
Because of his temp hit points.
He gets level plus con. So, yeah, that's all temp.
Okay, the other one on the far side will do the same. AC 32
It also hits.
It's a hit.
for 17 electrical damage.
He had 16 in total. So, Ahmed, you do the knife.
18 damage total.
16.
And let's just see if he has a resistance item.
That's 2 damage.
It's not a physical weapon. And then let's just see, he's got winged boots, bracelet of dashing, amulet of the mountain, lifting belt. He is fire resistant.
Okay, then they're gonna strafe the sides of this landing. They are about 20 feet up, almost like they're afraid to go over the land. That was the elemental creatures. Oscar,
Well,
standing there with the glitter fiend in his pocket.
we're just gonna. I'll remain send that to back. I'll drag it around with me. There we go. Alright. So, why don't we. Oh, I don't like that either. I don't like none of it. Just take a nap. Oscar's going to. So it's 20 feet up, you said?
Yep.
Okay, so that's a double move, getting just to the edge of it.
Okay, within 20 feet of it, because of its winds, it is considered difficult terrain for a flying creature that does not have the air trait.
Is it magical?
This is a air aura effect. So
So-
you get close to it, you're like, try to get, yeah.
Her. So I use my other move. I don't quite get to it.
Okay, just buffeting you with winds, trying to keep you back.
This is. Get your ass up here! And I'll triple move up to it because.
Okay, it doesn't have any reactions that it can use. No. All right.
Krieger has fire, not electricity.
The white dragons are getting up. That one
One
stands
has to
from
spin
prone,
around.
and then this one's going to pull the air out of his wings, and does so.
That side.
It then stands from prone, which is its second action.
And then moves.
I know. I think that one's going to breathe.
Oh, whoopee, whoopee. Is it an action to breathe or 2?
Oh no, it's 2 actions. Shit.
Yes!
Yes!
Krieger's gonna have snake tonight. Alright. We gotta get We gotta get up
White dragon margaritas.
there.